You enter the world in the warm, rolling waters of a tropical sea. Unlike many fish, you were not hatched from an egg abandoned in the sand. Your mother carried you inside her body for nearly a year, a process called ovoviviparity. She nourished you through a yolk sac, and then let you grow, safe in her womb-like chamber, until you were strong enough to emerge. You were not a tiny helpless fry but a miniature manta ray, already shaped like a flying wing with a body that can stretch more than a meter across at birth. The ocean greets you with currents that swirl like invisible rivers. Your skin is smooth, your body dark above and pale below, a natural camouflage that will serve you well against both predators above and hunters below. Independence comes instantly. Your mother has done her part. Now she glides away, leaving you to the mercy of sharks, orcas, and the eternal hunger of the sea. Every flick of your fins is a declaration that you intend to survive, no matter the odds. You flutter your pectoral fins, discovering that your body is built not for clumsy flopping, but for graceful flight beneath the waves. The wings stretch outward, catching the water like sails. Instinct guides you to swim close to the surface, where plankton bloom in golden clouds. Unlike many predators, you will never stalk or ambush. You are a filter feeder, a living kite drifting into banquets provided by the sea itself. At first, every movement feels awkward. The current pulls at you, tossing you like a leaf in the wind. You learn quickly to angle your fins to steer and roll. Soon you glide in spirals and loops, finding joy in the discovery that you are not only surviving but playing. Your cephalic lobes, those curious horn-like flaps near your mouth, unfurl to funnel microscopic prey into your cavernous maw. Danger, however, is never far. A shadow passes beneath you. A reef shark, curious and hungry, circles closer. Your heart rate quickens, though your brain is not wired for panic in the human sense. Instead, instinct ignites. You beat your fins with a sudden burst, vaulting forward in a glide so smooth that the shark is left staring at empty water. The ocean has given you wings, and you learn that speed is your salvation. Hunger gnaws at you constantly. Plankton clouds appear and vanish, and sometimes you go hours with nothing but water rushing through your gills. Your gills, lined with comb-like structures called gill rakers, are your most precious tools. They sift food from seawater while still providing oxygen, an elegant double function. You gulp, filter, and continue onward. You are utterly alone, yet not lonely. The ocean is both cradle and teacher. Every ripple of current whispers a lesson. Do not linger too long in open water. Rise to the surface for warmth. Follow the plankton's glow. You grow stronger each day, your wings surer, your body steadier. Infancy in the ocean is a trial by immersion, but you are proving to be a worthy pupil. Hunger pushes you toward your first true feast. The water grows cloudy with the green haze of plankton, a living soup rich with copepods and tiny crustaceans. Your cephalic lobes curl inward like welcoming arms, guiding prey into your mouth. Unlike sharks with snapping jaws, your weapon is elegance. You open wide, gliding straight into the swarm, filtering thousands of morsels with each stroke of your wings. At first, the act feels clumsy. Too much water surges in, and you cough it out in a sudden sputter that makes you spin in a circle. If fish could laugh at themselves, you might. Still, instinct drives you to try again. You open, funnel, and swallow. Tiny creatures cascade over your gill rakers, trapped like dust through a sieve, before sliding into your throat. For the first time, you feel the pleasant weight of fullness. Your digestive tract, though simple in appearance, works with remarkable efficiency. Food passes down your short esophagus into a J-shaped stomach, where acids break down the plankton's fragile shells. From there, nutrients are absorbed in your spiral valve intestine, a clever adaptation that coils in tight folds to increase surface area. This means you get the maximum energy from even the tiniest mouthfuls. Energy surges through your muscles. With a playful flick you leap from the water, breaking the surface in a spray of foam. For a moment you were airborne, wings glistening in sunlight before gravity drags you back. It is not hunting in the dramatic sense of tooth and blood, yet it is survival in its purest form. You learn that feeding is not a violent act, but a dance with abundance. Of course, lessons continue. A sudden rush of bubbles signals a pod of dolphins herding fish nearby. Their chaos drives plankton into scattered patterns, and you must adjust, turning your loops tighter, your movements sharper, to capture what remains. The ocean does not hand out meals without challenge. By the end of the day, your stomach is full, your muscles are stronger, and your instincts sharper. Your first meal is not just nourishment, it is your initiation into the rhythm of life as a manta ray. You grow fast, within months your wingspan stretches wider, your muscles thicken, and your once fragile form now glides with confidence. The ocean is your gymnasium, sculpting your body with every current and every leap. Unlike bony fish, you have a skeleton made of cartilage, flexible and lightweight, allowing you to maneuver with the agility of a dancer. Your skin is marked with unique spots and patterns across your back, like fingerprints that will forever distinguish you from every other manta ray. These markings will one day allow scientists to recognize you, but for now they serve no purpose beyond artistry, an accidental signature painted by nature. As you grow, your senses sharpen. Your eyes, positioned on either side of your head, grant a broad field of vision. You cannot swivel them forward like humans, but you are keenly aware of movements in nearly every direction. Electroreceptors in your skin, tiny organs called ampulla of Lorenzini, let you detect faint electric signals from other creatures. The ocean's secrets whisper to you in ways invisible to most. With growth comes curiosity. You twirl through schools of fish, scatter silvery sardines like falling stars, and practice barrel rolls in open water. Yet each play is also training. Stronger predators lurk. Larger sharks, perhaps even an orca, might cross your path, and the ability to outmaneuver them is as vital as feeding. There are moments of discomfort too. Parasites cling to your skin, hitchhiking on your smooth body. They itch, and you cannot scratch. Instead, you learn to visit cleaning stations on coral reefs where small fish swarm over you, nibbling away the intruders. It feels oddly pleasant, as though the reef itself is giving you a spa day. Your body no longer feels like that of a newborn. You sense strength in every fin beat, a growing confidence in your glide. Childhood is behind you, and the ocean prepares you for the serious trials of survival. The sea is generous, but not always. Seasons change, currents shift, and the plankton fields that once seemed endless scatter into emptiness. You swim 4 hours, then days, wings sweeping tirelessly, yet your stomach remains hollow. Hunger gnaws at you with an ache sharper than any predator's tooth. Your body adapts by slowing its metabolism. Energy is rationed carefully. Movements grow slower, your leaps fewer, your rolls tighter. For a moment, the ocean feels endless and indifferent. The vast blue that once nurtured now seems intent on starving you. Weakness invites danger. A shark catches your scent and approaches. You have little strength for a long chase. Instinct tells you to use the one weapon left, your wings. You angle them sharply and rise upward, gliding not with speed, but with cunning. The shark lunges, but you twist just enough to slip through its strike. The predator continues to chase, yet your desperate maneuvers create turbulence that confuses it. By luck or strategy, you escape into deeper water. Illness follows the hunger. Without steady nutrition, your immune system falters and parasites multiply. You drift toward a reef, once again relying on cleaner fish to nibble the invaders away. Their work is relentless, picking over your skin and gills. Slowly, with time, the balance of health returns. The lesson is brutal yet essential. Life in the ocean is a pendulum swinging between feast and famine, between vigor and frailty. You have stared into the abyss of hunger and felt its grip. Yet you survive, scarred with memory, but strengthened by resilience. Years pass. Your body now stretches an impressive 5 meters across, nearly the wingspan of a small airplane. You are unmistakably an adult manta ray, sleek and powerful. Your wings slice through the ocean, velvet blades, and your once childlike experiments with movement have transformed into effortless grace. Adulthood brings new responsibilities. Food is easier to secure with your size and stamina. But now your thoughts are drawn toward reproduction. The ocean's rhythms call you into gatherings known as feeding and mating aggregations, where dozens of mantas converge. For the first time in years, you are no longer solitary. You notice rivals, other males with wingspans as broad as your own. They circle, testing one another. Unlike sharks or orcas, mantas do not fight with teeth. Instead, your competition is decided through entrance and display. You must chase, follow, and outlast. A female glides into view, her movements elegant and calm. She does not acknowledge you directly, yet her path becomes the stage. The chase begins. Males follow in a line behind her, each attempting to stay closest. The female sets the pace, diving, rolling, and gliding as if testing your stamina. You push your wings harder, mirroring her every move, determined not to fall behind. Hours pass, and weaker rivals drop away. Muscles burn, lungs ache, but you remain. Courtship is not a violent duel, but a marathon of persistence. It is biology wrapped in ballet, and success belongs to the most enduring. Eventually the female allows your approach, her acceptance written in the way she slows and permits your presence beside her. Territory matters less in manta society than it does for lions or wolves, yet competition still shapes adulthood. You must continually prove your strength in the dance of courtship. With each successful pursuit, your role in the cycle of life grows closer. The ocean blossoms with life when the season turns, and you feel the invisible pull of instinct guiding you. After long pursuits and exhausting displays, you finally succeed in winning the attention of a receptive female. Courtship is brief compared to the chase. You swim side by side, wings sweeping in harmony. Then comes the critical moment. With a swift maneuver, you grasp one of her fins gently with your mouth, holding her steady as you align. Fertilization occurs internally, an efficient adaptation that ensures your genes are carried forward. The female's journey continues long after yours. She carries the developing young inside her body, nourishing them first through yolk and later by absorbing uterine secretions, rich in nutrients. The pregnancy lasts nearly a year, a marathon of entrance hidden within her graceful body. Unlike many fish, manta mothers give birth to live young. When the time comes, she releases 1 or 2 pups, already fully formed and ready to fly through the sea on their own. You will never meet your offspring. There is no nest to guard, no den to protect. Parental care is absent in manta society, and survival depends on independence from the very first breath. Still, in your own way, you have contributed to the continuation of a lineage that has existed for millions of years. You glide onward, not lingering on sentiment, for nature does not allow such luxuries. Yet if you could reflect in human terms, you might feel a flicker of pride. Your life, marked by narrow escapes, hunger, play, and growth, has now passed into another. Somewhere in the great blue, a tiny manta pup spreads its wings and begins the same long journey that once defined your youth. Time in the ocean is measured not in years but in migrations, in the return of plankton blooms, in the great gatherings that draw your kind together. Your body is vast now, wings spanning nearly 7 meters from tip to tip. You are among the giants of the sea, a gentle leviathan that soars without sound through underwater skies. Predators still exist, but fewer dare approach you now. Even sharks hesitate before your sheer size and strength. The greatest threats no longer come from tooth and claw but from nets, boats, and the mysterious dangers introduced by humans. Yet still you glide, following the eternal paths of current and tide. As the sun sets over the horizon, shafts of light pierce the water and scatter into golden fragments. You rise, breaking the surface one last time in a leap that sends droplets shimmering like diamonds before you crash back with a thundering splash. It is not merely play. It is a declaration of existence, a signal to others, and perhaps even a farewell. Your life, from fragile pup to mighty adult, has been a testament to resilience and grace. The hunger, the escapes, the dances of courtship, the fleeting chance to pass on your legacy, all are threads woven into the endless tapestry of the sea. The cycle continues. Somewhere a new Manta is born, miniature wings unfurling in the same vast blue. The ocean claims and teaches it, just as it once taught you. And when its wings grow strong enough, it too will leap toward the light. If you could speak, perhaps your final thought would be simple. To live is to glide, to eat, to dance, and to leave behind another who will do the same.